back outside now. You know, we've talked a little bit about the driveway, but I want to talk about that pathway. There's a right way to do it, and there's the wrong way to do it when it comes to the walkway. What should we know?
Well, so I get viewer emails all the time, and the top question consistently I'm asked is, why do I have weeds coming up in my walkway? Right. Especially with pavers. I love that the audience just kind of went, oh, yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm going to point out some things, what went right and what went wrong. Okay, and we're going to use your house as an example because we just talked about it. Okay. So for your driveway, we use this giant stone.
Yes.
This is the right thickness, and hopefully you can see that. That is the thickness you want for a driveway because the car will actually move the stones the weight of the car. This little guy here is a patio stone, significantly thinner. Right? But just because it's thinner doesn't mean it needs less base. And this is where home DIYers and some contractors get it wrong. You still need to put a foot of base under a patio or a driveway, especially with our winters. And if you don't, you get weeds.
You get weeds.
So let's talk a little bit about the base, because when it comes to patios and walkways, installing flagstone like this, on average in Canada, goes in about $35 per square foot.
Oh, wow.
So you can think about a flooring in your kitchen, you know, $4, $6, $8. This is $35 a square foot, so you want it done properly.
Right.
Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have this stuff. This is 3/4 inch gravel. This goes down just to allow drainage. You don't want water forming under your driveway because when the water freezes, it moves the driveway. On top of your gravel, that's when you're going to start installing this stuff. It's limestone screenings. It's crushed limestone. Doesn't look like there's a big difference between the two, but this course allows the drainage. This course makes it even for the stones so they're nice and smooth, right? Flush. In between the stones is where people always get it wrong.
What are you supposed to have?
Well, we always thought that you would put in sand, regular sand. So I actually had the guys, and now Quality Gardens, they did an amazing job in your front yard, and I felt so bad, but I actually made them redo the sand in the front with this stuff.
Did you?
So this is how they're in the boys.
First of all, you should have seen their faces when the stone showed up. They were like,
it's 85 pounds of stone.
It's heavy stone.
So this is polymeric sand, and the reason I wanted this over regular sand is when this gets wet, it actually binds together. It glues, so it becomes an adhesive to hold the stones together, but also prevents the weeds from going down through. You need to do this. If you have a patio right now that's full of weeds, fall is the time you're going to address it. Go out, spread white vinegar on top of it to kill off all the weeds, get the polymeric sand, get it down in between the cracks, spray it lightly with water. Then you're going to use a sealer like this guy. This is from Rust-Oleum. It's called Rock Solid, and it's a sealer. It goes on top of the driveway, and what it does is it adds flexibility to the stones and the polymeric sand. So if the stones shift a little bit, it doesn't crack open, weeds don't grow through. If you do this properly, you will save yourself hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But when it comes to curb appeal, the #1 thing that buyers look at on a driveway, a walkway, is if there's weeds coming through, they immediately think the home's not cared for, and they start reducing the value of your house just because you have weeds in your walkway.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at least you're not suggesting everyone go and dig up their driveway or their walkway. Like, just put the vinegar down, put some water in it, put some of this over top, and then hopefully you can start to weed out the problem.
It's a quick fix. If you've got dips already happening, pull up some of those stones, put the limestone screening down, level it out, pack it down nicely again, put the stones on top, polymeric sand, sealer, done.
Bob's your uncle. Very good. Okay, let's go to break. We got more coming up.